YouTube? Spawn here, and today, um, I, I came up with a new series called Training with Spawn. Right, this series is going to consist of me helping out you guys or even myself. So it's a pretty mutual beneficial, right? Where we go over certain things, certain moves, or anything that we're having trouble with, come in the training room and figure out a solution to it. So that way we can overcome that problem as a whole. If that problem is overcame, that means it's no longer a problem anymore. We're on to the next one, right? Good. So specifically today is going to be a problem that I'm having with Jin specifically, right? I don't really face that many, or let me rephrase that. I never faced Jins. So there was like a couple of times that I've encountered one. But today specifically, I ran into four Jins in a row and I lost to every single one of them because I had no clue what was going on. Okay. So I was doing a little diving into Jin a little bit. What do Jin have that's so threatening? Well, Jin is sort of a hybrid. He's definitely an all-around character, okay? Because he's the main face of Tekken, right? He's the hero. He's always gonna. The hero is 9 times out of 10 always going to be an all-around character, right? So Jin has kind of like this Mishima slash karate. He has the electric. He doesn't have a hell sweep, but he has some damn good lows. Down two, very chunky low, very chunky low. It is 22 frame startup, right? 22 frames not being necessarily slow at all because the human can react to about maximum 19 frames. Oh, sorry, minimum of 19 frames. Anything below 19, we can't react to it. It's gone, done, get out, done, right? Gonzo. But this is 22 frames, so we actually have 3 frames of leniency to recognize, oh shit, he's doing this heavy ass low. That's +4 on hit. Okay, +4 on hit, 22 frame startup. It's his turn. If we dare decide to press a button, now we just lost. Instead of losing that chunky, what, 8%, maybe 10%, we now lost 20% due to us pressing buttons. And now he's +3 again. Do we want to press again? Probably not. I think we learned our lesson. Okay. So, what can we do about this? Well, for starters, this move. Let's see what we can do. Sorry, Jen. Not sorry. It's -14. It puts us in a crouching state, so we're forced to use a while rising move. Okay? We're forced to use a while rising move. What can we do? Can we use an 11 frame punish? You better believe it, baby. While rising 4, 1+2 is 11 frame launcher, 11 frame heat engagement that does pretty decent chunk of damage, and it gets the job done. But what if you don't want to spin heat? Then what do? Well, we have a 13. We have a 13 frame punisher. Right? Puts him on his ass. It's definitely our turn, and we get the buff up as the Leo main. But if we don't want to get the buff up, we're +22. So if Jin presses, he dies. Okay? He freaking dies. We can't use any other wild rise moves, such as a 15 frame launcher. The reason why is because, well, it's too slow. Jin recovers fast enough, so he blocks it, and he's probably going to kill us for trying to do this wild rising move. Okay, on to the next one. Let's do 1, 3, 4. Right. I've had a lot of problems with this move because I had no clue what to do. Bars? What makes these lows so great is they counter hit launch. Specifically with 1-3-4, he can actually stagger the 1-3. And you guessed it, counter hit launches. Right? Counter hit launches, so you're scared at last hit. But what makes those lows so scary is that his Mishima starts to kick in. A bit of his Mishima bloodline starts to kick in, and he has the 4-4-3. Right? He has the 4-4-3. This is a launching, safe mid. Probably still Jin's turn if I'm being honest. Non-counter hit, by the way. So now you're scared to get launched by this mid, and he just start killing you with these lows. He absolutely brutalized you with the lows because you're scared to get launched. And if you're like me, having no clue what the fuck to do, you just fucking explode with this. This killed me by every single gen that I've played. No bullshit. Right? So, we have 1-3-4. Okay, so we're gonna jump. 1-3-4, block. We finished. Okay. We're going to record gen. What can we do with this? Well, as you can see, it's not a natural combo. So if you get hit by the first 2 hits, just block the last hit. It's minus 13, so you guessed it. 11 frame Punisher, you better believe it. 13 frames. We can use a 13 frame Punisher too, because it's minus 13. Anything slower, Gen recovers in time to block it. So you have to meet the requirement that the number gives you, right? Or else you will fail. Unguessed. Okay. You can also parry. Parry is a great option in this case because it gives us greater reward than the regular small 13, 11 frame punish, right? But obviously, of course, if you get hit by the first 2 hits, you cannot parry the last hit. You have to block them to parry, okay? Or if you have it like that, not really have it like that, but you can OS the situation and just simply parry the first kick. The reason why you would want to parry the first kick is because there is no risk to you parrying the first kick. The worst that can happen is that you get hit by a jab. He staggers the jab, you go for a parry, but you're able to block in time. Right? You block in time because if he does any mid, it's too slow that you're able to block in time. If he does another jab, you probably get hit, but you only lose like 1-2% of your health. So that's all of the rewards that you get. The reward that you get far exceeds his. So the best option that you could do is OS the situation and just parry the first hit. Okay. Now that we got that one out of the way, let's do this Mishima mid. Okay. The one that was killing me the most. Okay. You can absolutely pick up the first hit. But what this does is that the reason why gym players do this is because it's a bit more recognizable. Even though 4-4-3 itself is only neutral on block, you can't, unless you absolutely go through the brutal amount of training that you need to do to hit confirm this. If they block this, you don't know if they get hit by this or not, besides from the animation and the sound. Right? It's definitely doable, but gym players do this. It gives them more time to recognize it. Oh, you blocked it? Okay, I'm only -1. Let me sidestep, or I'll probably just take my turn back. Or you got hit by it, because it's easy to recognize that they just got hit by it and they just continue to combo and take your ass to the wall and kill you for it. Okay? So what can we do? So what we're going to do here is that we are going to record Jin doing that Mishima 443 block. So as we do that, I didn't block the time. Okay, blocking. Okay, what can we do? Well, first off, before we even get started, the rule of Tekken is if something is safe, you can probably maneuver around it. And I say move around it, you can probably duck it, sidestep, or maybe parry. For example, Leo's down for 1-2. If we have as you can see, it's mid-high, which means that it's safe on block, but you can duck the second hit since it is safe. But if something is mid-mid, it's probably unsafe, or you can probably maneuver around it. But more than likely, if something is mid-mid, it's probably unsafe. You can punish it, right? So we have Jin here. He's going to do mid-high. I can't interrupt him, as you can see. I'm going to try to press a button through it to try to like sidestep or press a button in between. But he just checks me, right? Let's try to sidestep. No, he keeps me in place. So you can't interrupt him, but can you duck it? Yes, you can. Those are the rules of Tekken as it follows. Some moves may break the rules of Tekken, or you just have to find another solution for that, right? So since we can duck it, the big problem that we have to have here is to see if we can actually find out how many frames it takes Jin to recover after he whips a jab. So let's start low. Actually, let's start high and let's work our way down. Okay. Can we do, oops, sorry. So 15 frame launchers are too slow. Cannot use that. What about 13 frames? Can we use a 13 frame? Yes, we can. Can we use a 14 frame? Or what if we're 1 frame late? Jin blocks, which gives me an idea that the whiff recovery on Jin is 13 frames. That's the maximum that amount of frames that Jin recovers. So we have to use a 13 frame move or lower in order to punish Jin. Okay. So what about that 11 frame number that we have? You better believe it. Punish according to plan. Right? So he's minus 13. We can duck the second hit and punish accordingly. But since it is minus 13, we have to be on our toes if we want to use that 13 frame punish. Maybe you don't have 11 frame punish for your character, or maybe you only have 13, right? So you have to be on your toes trying to figure this out, right? Or doing that 13 frame punish. You have to be on your toes, okay? So we figured out that one. What about the, yeah, so we have all of those covered already. So now that we know all of those, what you're going to do is you're going to record every single interaction. You're going to record every single interaction. Right? Damn, that was high. Let me jump high. Alright, so now that you recorded every single interaction, it's now going to be on loop. And you have to punish accordingly. Oops, I did that wrong. Sorry. We got the punish, but it wasn't the one that we were looking for, technically. So, parry. That's how you do it. I didn't punish, and I didn't parry. I didn't punish. Now we did. Let's go, baby. Say it again. That's what we do, baby. but we did not react to the low. Recognize that. And we recognized that, but we didn't do the right punish. Now we did. There you have it. Put yourself through this montage, put yourself through this exercise to actually get the gist of what the real world will look like, or what a real match will look like. Because of course, the gym player is not going to be a sack of potatoes and just do this one move to give you this. No, he might mix it up a little bit. He might go, he may shimmy you. He may run in, back dash, then do the 4-4-3 to throw your timing off a little bit, right? But you can still do that in the training mode. You can actually set Jin to do those shimmies and do those sidestep 4-4-3, low 1-3-4 to kind of get the gist of what a real Jin player would do to basically counter your interaction. Okay. Anyway, I hope this helped you guys a lot. This is Spawn here. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And your boy Spawn is out. Peace.